How I learned English on my own without studying. Yes, you heard that right, without studying. So in this video, I'm going to share my story step by step of how I learned English and became fluent without ever going to a language school and without spending a single coin. Yes, without spending money. I want to show you that poverty is not an excuse for not learning a new language at all. On the contrary, it should be the fuel that drives you to stand out. I made it. And you can make it too, bro. It's been 3 years since I started learning English by myself at home. Today, a lot of people admire my English. Like, bro, how did you manage to learn a new language on your own? And this is not just about learning a language, bro. It is about recognizing your worth and living with purpose. While many people get lost in drugs or empty paths, you are here learning and investing in your future. That is already a victory for you. So watch until the end and listen to my story, because it might be the push you needed to change your life from now on. So guys, I started studying English in 2022, knowing absolutely nothing, like from scratch, like from zero, bro. When I started learning English, I was already in college at the time. And I was only there because I got a scholarship. Like, my parents couldn't afford to pay for my education. Still, I made a firm decision. I told myself that I wanted to learn English on my own. My goal was clear: to prove that poor people, the ones society often looks down on, can also be different. That was my biggest purpose. But also, I wanted to learn English to help those people who want to improve themselves, like without having money, without finding a tutor, a classroom, a teacher, whatever it is. So having a final goal is what keeps you from giving up. So I started from zero, from scratch, and I bought a notebook and began with the most common verbs like verb to be and other essential ones. I set a goal to learn 10 words every single day, and I always reviewed what I had learned to make sure I didn't forget it. And at the same time, I started watching YouTube videos to improve even more, my English. I followed channels like Small Advantages, Teacher Murilo from Brazil, Vanessa, like English with Vanessa, and many others. I watched with English subtitle first, and I was hunting for new words. So look, in the beginning, my focus was vocabulary, like memorizing as much as I could, Every morning I tried recording audio clips using my own words and talking about how my day went, like a lot of stuff. Many times I would write a text with, the help of Google Translate, and then practice speaking in front of a mirror as if I were doing a school presentation. Yeah, and I feel like nowadays with free AI tools, it's even easier. Like, you can chat with it all day long and it helps you overcome the fear of speaking. So that's how I started and how I still keep going. It wasn't easy, bro. There were days when I felt tired, unmotivated, with no will to continue. But every time I thought about giving up, I remembered why I started. And I wanted to be living proof that poor people can also win. I wanted to show that money doesn't define who you will become, bro. But your attitude and your persistency, yes, do define you. So over time, I started to understand music, picking up phrases from movies and even thinking in English without realizing it. So bro, that language that once seemed impossible became part of my daily life. And more than just learning English, I started learning about myself, about discipline, about persistence, patience, and resilience. I realized that when you have a strong reason, no obstacle is big enough. Today, a lot of people ask how I managed to speak English on my own. And the answer is simple. Like, I made a decision. I just made a decision. I had the reason so strong that giving up was never an option. So if you are watching this video right now and you think it is impossible learning English on your own, just know that I used to think the same. But I started anyway. And that is what changed everything. Just start, bro. So if you also want to learn English, build your future, and rise above average, start today with what you have, where you are right now. Because what takes you far isn't money, it is attitude. I know what it's like to study while hungry, bro. I know what it's like trying to learn with noise all around, with an old phone freezing all the time, with weak internet, but even so, I didn't stop, bro. English gave me more than just a language. It gave me confidence. It gave me a voice. Today, I can talk to people from other countries, understanding content I never even dreamed of accessing. And most importantly, today I can inspire others to believe in themselves too. I'm not better than anyone. I just chose not to be a victim of my situation anymore. I chose to fight, to learn, to fail, to keep going, and I did it. And so you can do it too. Doesn't matter if you don't have the best conditions, if we're just starting now, or if you have tried before and failed. You just need one decision and a bit of courage too. Remember this, you don't need to be rich to be smart. You don't need to have everything to start, but you do need to start in order to one day have everything you deserve. It's your turn, bro. Grab a notebook right now, pick an English video, learn 5 words a day, repeat, say them out loud. Start small, but start with intention. Start anyway, because in the end, this isn't just about English. It is about proving to yourself that you can. So in the next video, I'm going to teach you step by step to start learning English. We will start together, bro. Leave a comment down below what would you like to improve in your English journey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.